some targets.
It's been a little over a week since that past accident. If you haven't seen that video, definitely get out there and you go back like one video from this one and give that one a good old look-see. And also make sure you check out Catwalk's page. And he's got a nice, he kind of put it together as a dual vlog of our ride together than my accident. Anyway, so I was going to show you guys my collarbone. Finally got a copy of the x-rays. So you can see there, it's all like bent at a fucking 90-degree angle. Hold on. There we go. But anyway, you can see like right here, it's like whip, bit. So I broke the shit out of it. But anyway, doctor is still saying that surgery is not a requirement as of now. We're going to kind of see how it goes. He's just got me on a bunch of like calcium, vitamin D and shit like that, trying to see how well it's going to heal. He said I probably won't have full function if I leave it alone, but otherwise I have to have surgery, then that keeps me off the bike longer, so I'm trying not to do the surgery thing. Anyway, so let's see. Past weekend, I went to the Colorado Motovlogger meetup. Unfortunately, my fucking battery only lasted for like a minute. Anyway, so I did go to that. It was really cool. It was really nice to meet everybody, and it's always kind of cool to see the the face behind the helmet and see the face to the voice kind of thing. So that was definitely cool. For shits and grins, figured we would do a little bit of life hacks at weapons cleaning. Oh, and real quick while I have it in my hand, I don't know if you guys can see it. So this was that holster I did that video on of Chase concealment holster. I was wearing this when I crashed, and you can see it's got some scuffs, but you know what? It survived. Belt loops stayed attached, the gun stayed on my hip for the whole ride. I don't have the magazine with me right now because it's loaded, so it's in a different room, as it should be, following proper weapons safety. But the only scuff mark was actually on the base pad of the magazine. The pistol, I think, maybe got like a hair bit of a scuff, like right in here, but you really can't see it. So overall, it managed pretty well, and I was glad that the holster survived. So definitely, if you haven't seen that video, check that video out. I think it's titled New Glock 19 plus Chase Concealment Holster. I know he's doing them for the Glocks and Smith & Wesson M&P series pistol. So if you're looking for a slightly cheaper option instead of going through like Raven Concealment or one of the other big name brands, I think he's charging around like $50-60 for these. So it's about half price, and it works great. And depending on your light setup, you can make it for without a light, with a light. Obviously mine's with a light. Alright, so I'm gonna throw this off to the side. Alright, so I'm gonna say hi, Naomi. She still lives. I still need to finish fixing her back up. I actually found out I cracked my fucking rear fender here is all cracked and stupid. So we probably just end up trying to like hot glue that and some duct tape. But let's see here, my pile of shit. If you're like most consumers, you go out and you buy a product for a job. So you can go to any like sporting goods store and come across, all sorts of different lubricants, cleaning stuff, crap like that. So, but here's the real big trick. Like this is old as fuck. I don't even use this, but this thing would cost you like $6-7 for this little ass bottle. Fuck that thing. You don't need that shit. All right. So I'll show you the easiest and quickest way to clean your guns for fucking cheap. Brake parts cleaner. I got this one from work, but it's usually like $1 or $2 for a can of this shit. Stuff will clean like everything off. Alright, and then what I use for lubricant, this regular old fucking motorcycle synthetic, car synthetic motor oil. Why? Lubricates, prevents rust, and you can get a big ass bottle of that shit for way cheap. Now the motorcycle oil is obviously more expensive than car oil, but I mean you can go get some 1030 fucking Mobil 1 synthetic and it works just as fine. And it's a little bit thicker than your regular gun oils, and those will just fling off and burn off real quick, whereas car oil is going to stay on there a little bit longer on the moving parts, and overall it's just cheaper and it does the same exact job. So we'll go ahead and start here. So we got our unloaded. You guys can try to see here. I'll try to angle it. Nothing in the chamber. All right. So never mess with the Glock. We got to pull the trigger. Oh no, okay. Before we can disassemble it. And I'm trying to do my best here with my weak hand. But pull the slide back, pull down these release pins, pull the trigger again just to make sure. Boom, there we go, slides off. Now I've only got a couple hundred rounds to this, so it's not going to be super stupid dirty. But so we'll go ahead and just take everything apart here. Captured spring. Go ahead and take our barrel out, throw it over here. Alright, so here's a basic field strip. Nothing real fancy. Yay, we're here. Alright, so instead of using these expensive solvents and cleaners and crap to get lead and, you know, carbon and particulates out, we're just going to use brake cleaner. Because you know why? It's cheap and it fucking works. And what's really great too is it doesn't leave a residue. So, yeah, we'll just spray all that in there. Yeah, girl. Oh, yeah. Drink that shit up. Oh. Alright. Another great thing is it dries really fast and it doesn't leave a residue. Now, like carburetor cleaner will leave a residue, so don't get carb cleaner. You want brake parts cleaner. Yeah. Spray this down real good. Then, so the barrels are going to be our main focus here for a second. So this is the brush that came with my Glock. This little rod I got here, this little wire rod, it's from my Otis cleaning kit, and it has a little eyelet on there too for the patches. So I go ahead, and since we already just sprayed it down, I'm just going to run this sumbitch through as best as I can, because it hurts like a son of a bitch to really do anything with my arm. Okay. There we go. So you see there wasn't a whole hell of a lot coming out of there anyway. But, there we go. We'll clean that up. And then it's kind of nice too, is you can use it as like a little toothbrush, clean up the front faceplate here. The feed ramp. Sorry, wrong word. But anyway, so I'll do that a couple times, spray it out. Works pretty damn good. And then what I'm going to do too is I'll use the motor oil as a secondary cleaner / lubricant, rust protector, all that good shit inside the barrel. So you grab my toothbrush, clean up the feed ramp real fast. Alright, some light on it. There we go. Now, I'm not really, you know, there's some people that like to clean their guns, and I usually don't even clean mine, except for like every 2,000 rounds or so that I shoot. I usually just keep them lubricated for the most part. In between that, just run some motor oil on it. You know, and honestly, it's an ancient trick, and like the Afghanis and shit have been using that forever for the AKs up in the mountains, because they don't have access to this type of shit. So this kind of stuff just works wonders on everything in here. And while it's not the best thing to put on plastic, polymer's fucking tough, so it doesn't matter. I'll clean my light off, why not, while we're at it. Alright, because it had a whole hell of a lot of carbon buildup from the short barrel. Alright. Anyway, I was saying, I'm not super picky on my cleaning. There's some people that, you know, they just love to do that type of shit. I just want my gun functional. So, after doing this in the military for a very, very, very long time, you learn what works and what doesn't work. And for the most part, you know, like having your gun fucking spotless is, you know, pointless. You're actually just causing more wear and stuff, sitting here like trying to scrub shit off. For the most part, keeping your gun lubricated is more important than clean. Like I said, I'll do it every 2,000 rounds or so. Anyway, so we just cleaned up a bunch of the basic internal parts here. So you can see it wasn't really super fucking dirty in the first place, but that's a real easy, simple, quick, clean job. And sorry for using this crappy ass little like Tupperware things. My table's currently occupied by a bunch of shit, so we're just gonna work with what I have for the time being. But anyway, so okay, field stripped, blasted everything down with some brake clean, got all the carbon and crap off of it. Then I just take a little bit of motor oil, and then I will just dip my toothbrush in it. Come here, girl. Get wet. Yeah, get wet. There we go. It doesn't take a whole hell of a lot. Just enough to get this brush nice and wet. So go through here, and then on the frame rails, we're going to lubricate that up along the striker release, trigger bar, just a little bit on there, that doesn't really matter. Same for the barrel right here on the locking block. I'll put a little bit on there just to ease it on in. Then same deal for slide. Get a little bit more. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. So we'll get back in here, get these slide rails nice and lubricated, throw some on the breech face, let it get it all inside of there. Alright, so now, last thing I'm going to do here is grab a patch. Alright, so I just stick my patch in, you just triangle it, stick it through the eyelet. Run it in, get a little motor oil on it. There we go. And then you want to run that down the barrel, run it back and forth a few times. Cutesy. See, that picks up a little bit of the extra crap that the brush didn't get. Then you want to use a dry patch. Then this will kind of just pull the excess oil off the barrel, and that's all we're looking for. So now, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this or not, but a real nice, super shiny barrel. Looks good. So now we can go ahead and just do reassembly. Alright, so we'll grab our slide. I just brush the excess oil around. Let it soak into the metals and stuff anyway. Just a little bit of rust prevention stuff. And that's only because I go out in the woods a lot. There's snow and crap, so if you live in like a dry state, that's not even necessary. Alright, so we'll throw our barrel back in. We'll throw our captured spring assembly back in. Line the slide back up. Lock her back. There we go. Got ourselves a functioning little pistol. That concludes my little life hacks for you guys on weapons cleaning. Other than that, if you guys like my videos, definitely hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm going to still keep trying to do some stuff while I'm healing up. Hopefully here, now maybe 2 weeks or so, I'll be back on the bike and out playing around again. But until then, gotta kind of see how things go. I'm going to try to get up in the woods, but I haven't gone back to work yet, so money's been a little tight. Anyway, guys, if you like my videos, please subscribe. If you're an old subscriber, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. If it's your first time checking out my channel, make sure watch some of my latest videos. I got my rec on there, and I got some other good stuff, a lot like little close calls and some shooting. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here, so you enjoy your day. Deuces.